Hi guys, well the second video of the day, and I've been looking through the internet and checking out all the things going on regarding Crystal Palace, and I've come across a couple of things which I think obviously that's what this channel is all about, bringing you the latest news as it happens, or as close as when it happens as I can. So I thought I'll mention these three tonight, and then you can mull over them and let me know your comments down below what you think about each one. Now the first one relates to John Textor, who is of course part owner of Crystal Palace Football Club, and he has said, according to Crystal Palace co-owner John Textor, Real Madrid target Matheus Nascimento could move to Selhurst Park on loan. Now he has stakes in Crystal Palace, Botafogo and Lyon, of course, as we know. And according to Textor, Botafogo has got an issue with the club's most exciting young prospect, Matheus Nascimento. He's yet to sign a new contract, and his current deal expires in June 2023. Now he is proposing that that this guy is loaned to one of the other clubs that he owns, and namely Crystal Palace. I don't know much about this guy, so if you know more about this guy, Matheus Nascimento, if you know about him, then please do let me know in the comments what you think about him. It's an odd one, you know. It's not one for him to suggest loaning him out to us, for example. But if he's a good player and he'll fit in with what Patrick Vieira is looking to do, then I don't see any reason why he shouldn't. But it depends on how he is, really. Textor said he will play for Botafogo, but the season in Brazil ends in November 15th, so I can put him in a 3-month loan in Europe in the first team roster for him to learn what it's like to be a top level pro. I don't know whether he will play in the first team. I imagine he'd probably play in the under 23s or something like that, maybe. But that's certainly interesting. So let me know what you think about that. Second thing is, Patrick Vieira has been talking about the game against Liverpool, which is coming up as part of their tour, and he's been talking about how it's been a bit of an issue for him having such a reduced squad go with him on his tour. And but he says he's going to take this game very seriously. He says he wants to take it as seriously as a Premier League game because he thinks that's important. He's also talked about the players that are going with him, the youth players, because there was a lot of youth team players that have gone along with him as well. And he's talked about them. He says that he wants to know what they're going to be like when they're travelling abroad. Some of these have never travelled abroad in this sort of situation before. And he says he wants to find out how they're going to cope with it, how they're going to cope with playing in another country under the conditions that they're going to be under, to see how they're going to deal with it and what they're going to be like. So it's going to be a good lesson for the youngsters out there, and I hope that they do play well. It looks like there's going to be a few of them playing, from what I can tell. So hopefully that will give them the experience that they need to go forward with that. So let me know your thoughts on that if you have any. And also, a lot of people have been talking to Patrick Vieira, I think, about various things, because he's also addressed the rumours of Wilfred Zaha going to Roma. Obviously, this has been something that's been in the news for a while. I've done a couple of videos on it myself, which you've probably seen. If you haven't, go and check back in the catalogue, and you'll be able to see the ones I've done about Zaha and his move to Roma. It did at one point talk about having a swap deal between him and Felix Afena-Gyan. So you know, it's one of those Guillen, actually. It's Guillen. Somebody in my comments who's actually in Rome said it's Guillen, so it's Guillen. So it's Felix and Afena-Gyan. Oh, I remember that. So anyway, apparently this guy was also part of a swap that we could have been looking at, but Patrick Vieira has made a statement, shall we say, about this, and he said, I just think it's just a report. I think we are a period where there is a lot of speculation regarding players. What is really important for me and the football club is that Wilfred Zaha came back on time and is working well to have a good season. What goes on in the papers is difficult for us to control. What I know is that he is happy at our football club and he is looking forward to a new season at our football club. So I mean, you know, that could either be, you know, when a chairman comes out and says we have full support for our manager, it's either going to be something like that where, you know, in the next couple of days he's going to go, or it is really the case that he's going to stay. And I think personally he's going to stay. I don't think, you know, although there has been a lot of news about it, and obviously with 1 year left on his contract, but I think he's going to stay, and I think that it will be beneficial for him and us if he does, because it will be very important for him to to bring on help with the young players, help give them, the shoulder that they need. Sometimes some of these young players might need a bit of focus, might need a bit of experience behind them, and I think he can give them that. But let me know what you think about that as well, whether you what you take about his report there. Sorry, there was three stories in one there, but I just wanted to get them all out of the way before tomorrow, when probably more rumours are going to start flying. Let me know in the comments what you think.